Hello and welcome to my backyard bird buffet. Today I'm doing something a little different than what I normally do. Is just show birds. I decided to show you guys how I make different kinds of bird feeders. What I usually do is I go to my local thrift store, and I always look around and I'm keeping my eye out for different kind of bird things that make nice, like bird feeders and whatnot. I picked up this old lantern that I found, and I already have one that I made into a bird feeder, and I thought I'd bring you guys along and show you how I create the bird feeder out of an old lantern. So stay tuned. I probably won't be showing myself too much on the video, as I'd rather just show how I make it. Alright, thanks for watching. This one happens to have an old piece of a candle still in it. So we have to remove that before we can do anything else here. Let's see what we got here. Remove it. Yeah, I think that'll do it. It's pretty clean. Don't want the birds getting sick or anything, so clean it up good. Now, the next thing I have to do is I have to incorporate into it someplace for the bird to be able to access the seed. So what I normally did with the last one that I made is I don't happen to have a punch, so I just took something that was big enough, strong enough to make place for a punch here, so that we can. You're a little far away. Let me bring you a little closer here. You're a little bit far away. Okay, I think you can see that. At least I hope you can. Alright, what I did was just take a little thing here. Don't have to be fancy. Only birds are going to be looking at it, from this angle anyway. Just a place to make a little punch. Maybe a little bit bigger than that. There we go. And about however long we want to make it so that the bird can reach in and get a seed. I think maybe right about there would be good. If I can hold it in place, that is. There we are. Okay, that looks good. Move your glass back over here. Sorry about the twisting and turning. All right, got a little hole punch there now. Now I'm going to use my drill and drill a little hole. A small hole. Let's see what we got here for drills. Maybe this one will work. At least I hope it will. At least I hope it will work. Okay, bring you guys back over here again. And drill right there. All right, we have the 2 holes drilled. We also have some burrs. And best thing to do, I guess, to get rid of those is we will see if we can file on there a little bit. See if we can get those burrs off of there to start with. A little easier to work on the next part of the project here. Want to lose the screws. Don't know if I have any more that size. Okay, now we have a nice clean area to work with here. Our next step is going to be I use my jigsaw to cut across it, if we can. That's why I drill the holes, so that I can fit my jigsaw down inside over here. Not sure if I want to. I don't think I can use that. I can't remember if I had this in there the last time. As soon as I had something to hold on to. No, I didn't. Okay. Would help if I had a vise, but I don't have one. So that's one side. Well, we got a semi started. That's what we're going for here. We're going to murden it out a little bit more, file it down, and add some taping to it. So then the birds can easily access it to get a seed. Coming along here, got to be very careful working with this stuff. You don't get cut. Bad metal. And this is not the safest way to be doing it. But I work with what I have. And this is what I have to work with, so it'll work. It'll just take a little bit. That's a good size hole now. Birds can easily reach in there and get a seed out of there. Just break off that little piece there. There we are. Something like that. Might want to straighten it out a little bit more. Got a nice little hole now for the birds to be able to reach in and get a seed. Now, a bit of a slag in there. Try to get that out. We did. Now, take the pile. That's not too bad. It still has a couple of sharp spots here. I'm going to have to work out. Get it. Just about there, I think. And that's kind of what we're looking for here. We get a nice area. The birds can easily reach in there with his beak and get himself a seed. Not sure what happened over here. Didn't do anything here. We still have something going on over here that wasn't there. It's okay there. Alright, now we have that part done, and it's not too bad. We'll move on to the next stage. I'll bring you back over here. Now the next stage is going to be, let's see how this is going to go. We got to clean this up a little bit. Still has wax on it, I believe. That wax on there. That's good enough, I think. That's just the plug anyway. It goes back in there and it locks like so. That keeps the seed in it. You want to take it out, just got to line up the two ends and it comes right back apart. That's going to keep the seed from falling out. Even though it has small holes in here, it'd be good for the water to drain out if it leaks through the top over here sometimes when it's up. I'm going to see if I can find some kind of a cap of some sort to go over the top of this to keep any water out of it. But just in case some does leak, it does have drainage, so it's not going to sit there and rot the seed. Okay, now we know that's all set. Take that out, move on to the next stage, which is going to be some of this tape I use to put right in there around it, which will help to keep it so that the birds don't get cut at all. And this stuff is what I've used on the other one, and it works pretty good. Now if I can find out where I put my scissors, that'd be the next thing. Actually, I'm just going to use this right here to cut a piece. There we go. Save that for another project for another time. Like I said, I enjoy going to the thrift store and looking for different things in there that I can incorporate out there into my garden that's unique, something different to create bird feeders. So let's see, I think we're gonna cut that again somewhere right about here will be good. And we'll save that piece because we can use that again here in a minute probably. That'll work. We don't need much, just enough to go over the edge and to go down over the back there. So we're just going to take a little small piece like so, and We'll peel this off here. This stuff's pretty good. It sticks really well, and it gives it a little flash to it as well, so that I think the birds can see it better. We got to go a little bit more this way. Something like that. Oop, we didn't quite get enough on the edge here. Got to go down a little bit more. There we go. Something like that. And then turn it right over. Get it down on there good. That side. Go right in here in the bottom. Push it down. I usually use a something small, a little screwdriver or something like that to push it down inside. Like that. Form right to the same shape as that is. Just like that. Push it down so it's nice and tight. This is just an extra layer of protection so that the birds reach in and they're not going to get cut. If there is a sharp edge there, I don't want them to get cut on it. And we did go a little too far on that side, so I may add one more piece into it afterwards. Cut that piece out like that for now. We'll add another little piece afterwards. We need one on the top, and we have just about the right size, I'd say. Just about the right size. Let's see, do we want to use that piece? I think we'll use this piece here because it will give me more to wrap it. If we can find the edge here, we'll be all set. Sometimes it's not easy to peel these things, but we'll get it eventually. At least I hope we will. Well, has to be a sweet spot here somewhere, as I call it, to get it off. I think we got it started. Once you get it started, it goes pretty easy. Maybe not. This could take a while, folks. My eyesight isn't what it used to be anymore either. So, hey, what do you know? I thought maybe it would come off after a while. Okay, now we're going to do this end. And this end, I'm going to make sure I leave myself plenty here. Push it down good, like so, and feed it right up underneath, just like that. That's how I do this. And I'll push it down good with a screwdriver here just to hold it, make sure it's got a good seal. Just like that. See, now there's no sharpness of any kind. Birds can reach in there and grab a piece of seed. Most of them that use this type of feeder are the smaller ones, and they'll grab one seed and then they'll run and they'll break the seed open and get what they want, and then they'll come back and grab another seed. I have a bird that's a black and white one. I'm not sure the exact type he is, but he will comes 2 or 3 times a day and he'll run back and forth. I watched him one time. He picked up the seed off the thing, had it, went down onto the feeder, and he took his head and he was pounding it, almost like a woodpecker, until he broke it open and got what he wanted. Then he'd go back up and grab one more seed and go back. But now he seems to be going landing on the branch somewhere over there and breaking it, and then he comes back for another seed. really fun to watch the birds. I get a lot of enjoyment out of it. Okay, that's that right there. And that's not going to hurt nothing. That's what it's going to come. Well, welcome back. Sorry that I lost you there. I had a GoPro Hero 12 Black that I use for photographing my birds and doing this project here. And I'm having an issue with it. It keeps overheating on me. So sometimes in the middle of my streams, it goes off and says it's overheating. So I don't know if anybody else has the same issues, but if you could leave me a comment down in the description there at the end of the video and let me know if you have the same issues with yours, I'd appreciate it. I'm thinking about calling GoPro and find out. I bought the extended warranty on it, so if it's going to keep doing this, I mean, it's hard to make videos and have it keep shutting off. So it's done it quite often too, so I don't know if I want to just call them, and I don't want to be down. I like making my videos, and this is the first time I've ever done a video that's with me actually doing something into it. I thought about making a video when I built the bird feeder itself, the bird bar out there, but I tried once or twice and the thing would shut off. So I said, I just built it, but I'm going to add to the future. I'm going to start adding a little bit more to it. So maybe I can bring you guys along when I start doing that, and incorporate you guys into it so you can watch in case you ever decide you want to build something like this, for the birds. But we shall see. I hope to be able to, if I can keep my camera running long enough, that is. Got to take off these sharp edges here still. Working on the side now here. Because we don't want the birds to get cut on some sharp piece of metal. Got a little hang here. We're going to strip that out of there. Like so. This ain't the fanciest job, but it will get the job done. And the birds, they don't really care. They just want the seed. Or the squirrel. How many of you folks have squirrels in your bird feed? Well, welcome back again. Again, we just overheated in that short period of time. All I did was finish off one of the sides. You didn't really miss anything. But we're going to put one more piece. We have one here somewhere, a longer one, maybe an extra. Nope, I guess we don't. We'll have to use one of these here. Okay, let's see if we have any better luck this time with the peeling of it. My eyesight just ain't what it used to be. We'll get it eventually, yeah. Get a hold of it. Let's get a corner of it started. Let's get a corner of it. Oh, that ain't doing it. Thought that might do it, but it ain't gonna. Okay, let's see. Where else there is spot here. Okay, welcome back again. For what, the third time I guess it's overheated now on me? But that's the flashing around it. Now I'm just going to trim it here so that it looks like it's a little neater. A bit there, little piece there. I think that way it looks a little bit neater. Plus it's not perfect by no means. I don't have the patience anymore to be perfect with things. So I just kind of get it the way I think it looks decent, like I said, and the birds might like looking at it. And it is already formed, and there we have it, the opening for our bird feeder. Now we just need to reassemble it. We'll put this back in. That back in there to hold the seed so it don't fall out down through the bottom. I could have just left the bottom off, but then all the seed would have fallen out of it and into a container, but I'd rather have it like this. I don't know if any of you have ever seen my other feeder. I have another one just exactly. I bought two that day, just like it. And I've had the other one up for a while. And I decided to bring you guys along to put this one here together. So we shall put it back together now. Don't take much to hold these things together. You just got to put them back on there where they go. Sometimes they stay loose, which is not good. The other end will hold it up as well, but let's try a different one in that particular spot and move the other one to the other spot. Sometimes that works and gives it a chance to tighten up. Not always, but sometimes it does. See, that one might. There we go. That's a little tighter than the other one was, because this one loosened up. But that's okay. We really are not going to worry about it if it's a little loose on one side. The other side will take care of it when we put it up. Alright, this is my first little project that I've done on YouTube, is with building something or refurbishing it to something different than what it originally was. Alright, we have those back on. Now we have to add back in here. That's pretty clean. That just sits back on there. And then this will sit back on top here. And of course we need to screw it back together here. So let's put it back in here. And let's line this up over here. And get another screw right into that. And that will help hold it in place to work with the other ones. And it does stiffen it up some. Put that back inside and around. That one back over there. We got one on one side. We'll do one on the opposite side here. We're not. Whoop! Sorry, didn't mean to move you guys. Let's see if I can line you up here. All right. That one don't seem to be lining up quite right. We'll check that out in a minute here. Okay. Okay, go back in there. Those holes came right out of there. Let's try it. Let's try moving it one to the other one. Well, I'm back again after being overheated again. So I wanted to bring you guys back to show you the last part of it, but all you do is screw these back onto here. Like so. And that's it for that. Cap back on the bottom so it holds seed. And there we have a homemade bird feeder that will hang. And what I'm going to do, but I know my camera's going to run out again and I have to go upstairs to get the stuff I need, but I'm going to make a small perch out here off a thing that I have upstairs so that they can land, grab their seed, because it'd be hard for them to land here. So I will make a perch like I did on the other one. And when I get everything assembled, I'll bring you guys back again.